Apple's Far Out event just concluded yesterday, and it was a jam-packed event, and we got a lot of products, so let's jump right in to see what they announced. Apple started the event with the Apple Watch Series 8, which now has the S8 system in package, and with some new sensors like temperature sensors that are supposed to help women track their menstrual cycles. How useful and practical this feature is, well, I can't tell for obvious reasons. It also has a new gyroscope and a high G-force sensor that can help detect up to 256 Gs. Whoa. There is also a power saving mode coming to the Apple Watch, which gives it a battery life of up to 36 hours, up from the normal 18. Keep in mind that this is a watchOS 9 feature, so Apple Watch Series 4 and up are getting this feature. The new Series 8 is available for pre-order now and are available September 16th for $399. The next Apple Watch they talked about was the Apple Watch SE. This also got the S8 system in package and the car crash detection feature. It starts at $249 and can be pre-ordered now with availability on September 16th. The star of the Apple Watch show has to be the Apple Watch Ultra. This will replace a high-end version of the Apple Watch that was made with titanium. That's right, if you want a titanium Apple Watch, you have to go for the Apple Watch Ultra. It has a new design and in my opinion, it looks great. Being the high-end Apple Watch, there is only one version of this with a 49mm screen size. This includes cellular connectivity, 36 hours of battery life and up to 60 hours with the power saving mode. It also has a dual frequency GPS that is more reliable than the other Apple Watch's GPS sensors. There's also an 80 decibel siren from the dual speakers that you can use to notify others in the area if you are hurt or need help. And this siren can be heard from 600 feet or 180 meters away. The Apple Watch Ultra is also water resistant up to 130 feet or 40 meters underwater. Apple Watch Ultra is available for $799 and can be pre-ordered now with availability on September 23rd. AirPods Pro was the next product to be updated. This now features a personalized spatial audio. By scanning your ear with an iOS 16 device, you can now get personalized audio that is perfect for you. The noise cancelling has also been improved and can make loud noises lower to protect your ear. It also features touch control on the stems that will let you adjust the volume without needing to pick up your iPhone or Apple Watch. The battery life is 6 hours of listening and 30 hours with the case. Apple also added Find My features to make it easier to find your AirPods case. You can also ping it from your iPhone and the built-in speakers will make sound. And you can charge your case with an Apple Watch charger now. That's cool. The AirPods Pro is available for $249 and pre-ordering starts tomorrow and it's available on September 23rd. Next up is the iPhone 14, which now comes in a new 6.7-inch screen size and is called iPhone 14 Plus. It features the same A15 chip as the iPhone 13 Pro does. But to be honest, those who buy these phones do not care or even know what chip that is inside of their iPhones. And to be honest, the A15 is way more powerful than you will ever need for the foreseeable future. So yeah, I don't really see the problem, even though it's sort of a bummer that it didn't get the new A16 chip. And with that out of the way, you can't just announce a new iPhone without camera upgrades. One of the cameras that have been updated is the front-facing camera, and it now has autofocus, so you should be able to be in focus regardless of the distance from the camera. Apple also made a photonic engine, that is just a fancy word for updated image processing, but it can take better photos in low light, and it have a feature called Action Mode, which is a stabilization mode that can make it look like you shot the video on a gimbal. Other than camera features, the iPhone 14 also has the car crash detection feature from the Apple Watch. Apple also introduced emergency SOS via satellite, and since antennas are small, it can be hard to connect to a satellite. So Apple made an app that helps you align your iPhone with the satellite. It is still limited and has to compress short messages you send. And if you need help, there are a few common questions that you can answer on your phone before it sends it to an emergency service. If they don't support text messages, a relay center will call for you and get help to you as fast as possible. Sending these messages still takes time, and with a clear view to the satellite and a clear sky, it might take up to 15 seconds. But if you have branches or leaves blocking the signal, it might take a few minutes then. So yeah, the bandwidth isn't that high, but at least you can get help. Launching satellites to space isn't cheap, so I was surprised that it's now free for 2 years with an iPhone 14. Emergency SOS via satellite is available in November in US and Canada, iPhone 14 does not come with a SIM tray in the US and only uses eSIM. iPhone 14 starts at $799 and the 14 Plus starts at $899 and can be pre-ordered tomorrow with availability on September 16th and October 7th respectively. The iPhone 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max have the same features as the iPhone 14 has, but with improvements, obviously. The screen is one of them. It can now go down to 1 Hz and that enables an always on display. It can also go up to 2000 nits in daylight. Speaking of screens, it now has a pill-shaped cutout, but Apple being Apple, they named it Dynamic Island. When I saw how Apple is utilizing it, my jaw dropped. You have access to things that happen in the background like music playing, timers, directions and so on. And I can't wait to see what third-party developers can do with it. The camera on the back also got an update this year. The main camera got a megapixel bump from last year. It now rocks a 48 megapixel sensor that is pixel binning down to 12 megapixels. This new sensor also allows for a 2x zoom by cropping into 12 megapixels on this sensor. You can also shoot a 48 megapixel photo with Pro RAW, and the cinematic mode also got an upgrade and can shoot up to 4K at 30 FPS or 24 FPS if you really prefer that. This was a lot, and a lot of small changes across the board, not counting the Apple Watch Ultra. So what was your favorite product of this event? Let me know down in the comments. Also, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.